Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you would be fine and enjoying good health. Today, our topic is interpersonal communication. In simple terms, communication means to speak to somebody or to talk with someone. And interpersonal means between different persons. Just like when we say international, it means between different nations. And when we say interpersonal communication, it is actually the process by which people or different people exchange information, feelings, and meanings through verbal and non-verbal messages. Interpersonal communication is an art. It is not just about what is actually said, but it is all about how the things are said. For example, when you speak to your father, your selection of words and your tone, your rise and fall of voice, all these things show that you are actually giving respect to your parents. But when you speak to your friends, your selection of words, your choice of words, and your tone, your rise and fall of voice shows your intimacy with your friend. It is an art, and this art should be learned as at the earliest. There are different things which are very important in interpersonal communication. The first one is self confidence. When you communicate to somebody, your confidence actually is your strength. For example, if you have applied for a job and you go for the interview, it is your self confidence that will help you when you communicate with the person who is actually getting your interview. Work ethic, that is also very important. Ethic is actually a principles, we can say that it is a principle of conduct that we must follow when we are working in a company. One of the important thing is professionalism. Professionalism means we should behave in a proper way as per the job. For example, when I am a teacher and you are a student, I should behave like a teacher and you should behave like a student. Respect is also very important. I, as a teacher, should give respect to you, and on the other hand, you, as a student, should give respect to your teachers. So, giving respect to your nearest and dearest ones, that is very important in interpersonal communication. If you do not give respect when you are speaking with your teacher, or as a teacher, if the teacher does not give respect to his or her students, it means that we are not following the work ethic. Dependability. Dependability is also very important. There are certain things which are which must be followed. For example, if I say that there is a company and there is a boss in that company, now that boss cannot do each and everything in that company. There are certain employees which do the work. So the boss actually depends upon different persons, and this dependability actually gives him or her success. Relationship management is also very important. It is important in this way that there is a relationship between a teacher and a student, there is a relationship between a boss and an employee, there is a relationship between a brother and a sister. So, in communication, we keep in mind that relationship, and our selection of words, our tone, our intonation patterns. Intonation pattern means our rise and fall of voice. All these things actually do matter in relationship management. Just like in the beginning of my lecture, I told you that when we are speaking with our parents, our voice should not be so much high, and our selection of words would show that we are giving respect to our parents. Same is the case with the relationship between a boss and an employee. A boss should also give respect, but he or she, the boss, is having certain responsibilities as well. So, boss can give his employee or her employee some orders, but on the other hand, the employee cannot give orders. So, relationship management is very important in interpersonal communication, and we follow these values, these norms. I can give you another example that a teacher cannot give you, sorry, a student cannot give a teacher order, but on the other hand, a teacher gives order to his students. Receptiveness to feedback, that is another point that is very important for in interpersonal communication. Receptiveness to feedback means we should be open to our feedback. If we do something wrong and somebody else actually reminds us that we have done wrong, then definitely we should openly accept that feedback and we should try to correct our mistakes. Body language is very important, because a communication is not only about verbal communication or only words. It is a combination of verbal and non-verbal communication. Non-verbal means our gestures. So our body language and gestures should also be should also follow the norms of that place and the norms of relationship.